Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Mulk chapter 67 verse 2,
الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور.
He it is who has created death and life to test which amongst you is best in deeds. So this world is a test, this life is a test. It is never supposed to be easy. And Ramadan gives us this perfect opportunity to pass this test. You see, in other months, as I mentioned earlier regarding the Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that in all the other months, the shayateen are roaming free. In this month, some of the greater shayateen have been chained and tied up. So, throughout the whole year, you have the small shayateen, the big shayateen, and your nafs to deal with. But during this month, you can forget about the big shayateen. They will not be teasing you. You have only the smaller nafs and the smaller shayateen to deal with. So this is easier for you if there is ever a time to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, if there is ever a time to start something new, if there is ever a time to do anything good in the religion of Allah, the time is now. No other time will be better than this. If you cannot do it now, you will not be able to do it any other time also. Because right now, the task is easier to do. The shayateen have been chained. A lot of times you'll find people having a completely different approach towards Ramadan. The Quran is telling us something else, that it is to make you of the muttaqoon, but the attitude of people you'll find is quite strange. Some people will use this time to go on vacation, and they will use this clause that I'm traveling, that's why. But they will go to a beach resort and spend the time there, or a hill station, and spend a good summer there, and say, oh, since I was traveling, I could not fast. Or you'll find people saying that my studies do not allow me to fast. Or you'll find people saying my work does not permit me to fast, knowing fully well that it is an obligation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just like any other obligation. You are not off the hook. Similarly, we see people who will fast during this month not for the sake of Allah or for the sake of becoming people of taqwa. They'll do it because they want to get slimmer at the end of this month. They want to do it as a dieting exercise. Or you'll find people doing it because of cultural reasons, because everybody else is doing it and there's a whole festival going on. People are having parathas in the morning, jalebis in the evening, you have Chand Raat and all of these activities. Because of that, people will engage in fasting every now and then. Then there will be people who will use this month to book the best restaurants for a buffet dinner. They'll pre-plan this. They'll plan this before time. Book the best places, which are the best places to hang out during this month of Ramadan. Some people will utilize the month of Ramadan to watch movies which they hadn't seen in a long time. Watch seasons upon seasons, season 1, season 2, season 3. Allah has given a time for great ibadah, and we are wasting this time on useless activities which will be of no benefit in the hereafter. Likewise, playing video games, console games, all of these things during this month with the excuse that I am fasting, I have nothing else to do besides doing all of these things. Similarly, you find people sleeping all day long, eating all night through. No prayer, no taraweeh, nothing. But they are fasting, alhamdulillah. The fasting is there. This is not the way fasting is supposed to be done. This is not why or how fasting has been prescribed in this month of Ramadan. The purpose is to make us of those of taqwa. If it is not doing that, the purpose is lost. And keep in mind that these are all traps of shaitan. Shaitan starts working on you before Ramadan even starts. And the way he approaches you or the way he attacks you is in a number of ways. The first way is that he will try to get you not to do an act of ibadah. Don't do it at all. Don't fast. Who says you have to fast? Don't fast. Make excuses and don't fast. We know that even if a person is sick or if a person is traveling, fasting is still an obligation on him after he is fully recovered or after he has finished his travel after the month of Ramadan. He has to cover up those fasts. It's not that once you've missed it, it's all done and dusted. No, you have to cover up those fasts which you have missed in the month of Ramadan. So the first attack of shaitan is to make the person leave out on this obligation altogether. Don't do it. Don't even pray. Forget about fasting. also leave another pillar of Islam, which is praying 5 times a day. The second attempt is, if a person says no, he insists that I wish to fast and I wish to pray and all of those things, he will say, okay, fine, do what you have to, but become lazy in your acts of ibadah. Be lazy. Or do it in a very blah sort of a manner. There is no attachment, there is no connection to Allah, just do it because other people are doing it. And the third attack that he will do, if a person says no, I want to do it and I will not be lazy about it, he will say, okay, do it and be vigilant about it, but do it because it will make you look good. People will say, wow, this person has fasted the whole month of Ramadan, amazing, what an amazing guy, what a nice person he is. Do it for the sake of other people, so that people think highly of you. So the shaitan works in different ways to try to lessen your reward or to remove the reward altogether. So let's be careful and let's be warned about these traps of shaitan and try to stay away from them as best we can. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in Surah Ad-Dariyat chapter 51 verse 56, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that I did not create the jinn and man except that they should worship me. Your purpose, your very reason for being is to worship Allah. Ibadah, acts of obedience to Allah, not disobedience to Allah. If you are disobedient to Allah, you have failed in life. And fasting is one of the fard ibadah. So this is one of the greatest acts of worship that you can do. Imagine the purpose of anything. Even if it is a matchbox, the purpose of a matchbox is to light a fire. If I dip that matchbox into water, that matchbox will not be able to light fire. It means in my eyes that matchbox is useless. It has lost its purpose. Likewise, the reason for our existence is the worship of Allah. Everything else is secondary objective. The primary objective is the worship and obedience to Allah. If we do it, we are successful. If we don't do it, we have failed, we have lost our purpose. In Allah's eyes, we could be as useless as that matchbox. You could be acquiring wealth and building buildings and all of the treasures of the world, but it is useless if you are not obedient to Allah. So first things first, which is we must realize and recognize our very reason for existence. And one who misses out on this fard ibadah is in fact committing a major sin. Gunāh kabira. And in the ahadith we are told that this person who missed even one fast is worse than an adulterer or an alcoholic person. Even if you miss one fast. Because if you are an adulterer, you are harming yourself. If you are an alcoholic, you are harming yourself. If you are disobeying Allah in the obligations, you are literally showing disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are saying, Allah, I do not need you. I do not need you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you in the Quran that you are a fakir of Allah. Antum fuqara ilallah. You are the fakir of Allah. You are in need of Allah. At a very basic level, you are needy of Allah. Every single person on the face of this earth is in need of Allah. But when you say, Allah, I don't need this act of ibadah, you are telling Allah, I don't need you. Thank you very much. I do not need this month for ibadah. I don't realize what this month is all about, and I can easily give up fasting in this month. In another hadith, Holy Prophet mentioned that even if a person was to fast his entire life, he will not be able to compensate for that one day that he missed in the month of Ramadan. In that month which is so special, where the gates of Jannah have been opened and the gates of hell have been shut. So the priorities, how we should now insha'Allah set our priorities for this month, is to first and foremost fulfill all the obligations upon us. All the fard ibadah, we must do it, absolutely insha'Allah. And then try to do as much of the nawafil ibadahs as we can. Then, as I said earlier, that the best thing we can also do in this month is to connect ourselves with the Holy Quran. Because this is the month of the Quran. If you want to read the tafsir, if you want to read the Quran, you want to read its translation, do it and teach it to others also as best you can in this month. And again we find in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Alif Lam Mim, Zalikal Kitabu La Rayba Fi, Hudal lil Muttaqeen. In it is guidance. For whom? For the Muttaqeen. For those who have taqwa. If you don't have taqwa, you can read the Holy Quran in and out, it will have no impact on you. But if you fear Allah, be you of any religion, if you have a fear of Allah, in your heart, you have a fear of the creator of the heavens and the earth, and you start reading this book, it is not possible that it does not shake your soul. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in this Quran that even if this book was revealed onto a mountain, the mountain would be turned to dust. This is the power of this book. So let us use this time to have this book affect our heart and soul and have some impact on our nafs.